I'm Deb Fritz. I am on the board of directors of the Bethlehem Co-op Market. I'm currently the elections chair. I'd like to welcome you as one of our candidates for the 2024 election. And I understand your name is?
Denise Krenski. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
I'd just like to ask you what your history is in Bethlehem and what you think might be relative about your personal information that might interest our member owners.
So I moved to Bethlehem in 2018 when I was pregnant with my first child. I moved here to be with my partner, who was then my wife, and together we have 5 kids. I ended up having 2 more kids, so I moved to Bethlehem, had 3 kids with hers. We are a family of 7. I know my wife since we're 14 years old. We're both from Philadelphia. I absolutely love the Lehigh Valley. I cannot even believe I live here. This is not where I thought I'd be or the life I'd be living in my 20s and 30s when I was moving quickly through New York City and living there. I was a member of the Brooklyn Food Co-op for many years. I did get suspended twice because it was challenging sometimes to get to your shift because of lifestyle and work. And sometimes there weren't people there to answer the phone when you called to say, I'm not gonna make my shift, and that just didn't always turn out right. So I know food co-ops, and I am thrilled to be a part, or potentially be a part of this one in the capacity of a board member.
When you joined the co-op, what was your main reason for doing that? And why is it important for you to be a member owner?
My main reason for wanting to join a food co-op and be a member owner is because it just makes a lot of sense. I think it is a great way to invest in the community within which you live, and also buy local as much as possible, but also have a stake in the game. And so you have more control over what you're able to eat, what you're able to have access to, and you're not told by others, executives who make tons of money, what you can and cannot buy. You have some say in it. So I think the idea of a food co-op is just a great way to have voice in just the sustainability of your life, your family's life, the community's life, and the agriculture closest to you. And I also think it's a great way to, not make the carbon footprint any bigger than it already is.
One of the 7 cooperative principles is concern for the community. How do you think the co-op market can have the biggest impact on the community when it opens its doors this year?
I think for me, and I'll speak for my wife too, because we both made this decision together to join this co-op and be member owners, is that it is tremendous access to the best foods. And it's about exposing our children to that opportunity to have access to the best food, but also to expose them to the most democratic process you could ever possibly imagine and have them learn at such young ages. And so the younger of the 5 are 18 months, soon to be 4 and 5. So as they experience the co-op, they will experience a world within which their mothers and then they will have a voice, access, and accountability. And so this actually is an important format for us as parents to have our kids grow up within and learn from. And so they'll start to understand why they're doing what they're doing and think about accountability through the framework of a co-op, because we took the time to engage and join. And that's so important to us and to me. And so I think the biggest impact for me is through my own home and my own children, and being a member will allow that. And so we are going to teach our kids about the most democratic way to live through our choice to be a member. And so that's, for us, for me, that's the starting point. And that's where I think the most impact will be.
Thank you. What excites you the most about being a member of the board of directors?
I think using my voice. I think using my writing skills. I think my personality and my moxie to get the word out there. Like, one of the things that I've always been good at, and at this point in my life, I know what I'm not good at. So I know that I am a good connector, and I am a good person for outreach. And so for a member-owned operation to continue, you need to continue to have members. So the word needs to get out there, but a positive word and communication needs to get out there and hit all demographics. And so I think the idea of being someone who can help grow something, an organization whose mission I deeply believe in, is what I'm most excited about. And then to be able to use all the skills that I've honed in on when I was working, because now my job is stay-at-home mother, hardest job ever. But I feel like those other skills that I fine-tuned when I was working outside of the home will be useful in just keeping this a strong entity for the community. And I'd also like to say that I think it's the other thing that I'm most excited about is that it's a brick and mortar in a time when e-commerce is ubiquitous. And the fact that the locals, the community here was able to get this off the ground, these are people I want to be around.